Hey everyone, today I am going to introduce you to somebody special. Firstly, my name is Melissa Devo. I am an author and self-publisher of our new book called Letters of Love, which is the second series. It's inspiration, gratitude, and hope. And this is going to be another powerful collection, just like the first one. And we've got all different authors, new authors in this book. And I'm really excited to introduce you to Zachary. We've got Zachary Shiloh Watts with us today. And he's one of the authors in this book. And I'm really excited to introduce you to him because he's just got some great stories to tell as well. So welcome, Zach. How are you going?
I'm doing well, Melly Love. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. So I just want to just get stuck into this. Basically, how, can you tell us a little bit about you and, yourself and what your letter is about?
All right. So hello out there, you wonderful huntkins and loves. I'm Zachary Shiloh Watts. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm the only American in this book. I am happy and grateful to be so. I am from an all African American family. I am the middle of 3 children. My parents are wonderful people. I actually have been a writer in this sense for, I would say, about 16 years now. I've been published, I would say, about exactly this whole entire year.
Wow.
Letters of Love was a hoop to actually be part of. I am still in awe that David Vine, who was in the original series, contacted me one day after February, and he said, "Oh, there's this book that I want you to be a part of." And I said, oh, really? I noticed that you're actually working with Blair again on Letters of Magic. So what do you think about this thing called love? I said, sounds interesting. And then he actually chimed in and said, I want you to talk to Melissa DeVoe. I said, oh, okay, why not? And then me and Mel over here, we actually chatted, and it's been off to the races ever since. And my letter specifically is to the podcasting community. I originally wanted to do it like in 2 forms. One for the podcasting and then one for the diabetics. But then I said, okay, I'm on a deadline now. I gotta get this thing to Melly Love right away. So podcasting it is. So I actually did chime in with something for the diabetics towards the end.
Why did you decide to write that letter about the podcasting community, and what was your inspiration behind that?
The podcasting community has been a very strong and supportive one of me since I could ever remember doing it. And I felt, okay, let's go and show love to them, because it's a very mixed community. It is one that is very informative, it is very passionate. I follow podcasts more than I do actual media. And anybody out there, you kids out there, actually may know this about me. I do not follow the news. I do not, because a good lot of it nowadays is actually trying to split the masses apart. Either you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated. Either you're masked or you're unmasked. And I'm saying to myself, I ain't got time for this. We need more love, and I got a job to do. So my podcast, whenever I do it, and I took a hiatus, kids, because I actually am focusing on this brand new thing of Lovins called Fear to Love's Roar. So do not look for the Black Lions Airspace unless I'm actually doing it, but it's coming back soon. And Melly Love over here, kids, she'll be a guest eventually. Yes, she will.
Oh, thank you.
But you're welcome. And speaking of my podcast, I believe the next interview segment or segments will be on August 7th. I am bringing two lovely women in the African American community who are best-selling authors alongside my dear friend, my mentor, my greatest influence, Blair Hayes, into Black Lions Domain. We will be talking about their rise to fame and everything else. So kids out there, look out for it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great to have listen to podcasts as well. I'm always listening to podcasts, and I think they, there's always something to learn from them. So, and I've listened to yours as well, so it's really cool.
Thank you very much. I'm getting tingly on my back.
So in your letter, so you're talking obviously to your podcasting community. Who do you hope to reach with your letter? Or how do you want your readers to feel after they've read your letter?
Who am I actually trying to get to actually listen to the sound of my voice or even just read the book? I'm looking for people who are just everyday people. I'm not asking for votes. I'm not asking to be anointed. No, I'm not about that. All I'm about is loving. All I am asking about is just bringing self-sufficiency and a bigger sense of hope to this world. Because people out there, I just want love. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. As far as the podcasting community is concerned, I'm happy and grateful to be a part of it. Even though I'm not doing my podcast right now in pursuit of other things, like our book. And
how have you found this process of being part of this collaboration so far? Like, what is your experience with it?
Ooh, I loved it. I'm actually still learning about Google Documents. So kids, Melly and I actually had a chat earlier, and I actually did not know this. I had to literally go through and ping every single piece of edit that I actually had to go through. So I'm saying to myself, oh, Jesus Christ, this is not like Microsoft Word at all, at all. Where I could just say, you know what, I accept every single thing, but that's all right. I can do this going forward. And hello, Jody out there listening to this, you beautiful hun, you. Anyways, I progress. The overall writing process has been fun. I loved it from the absolute moment we started. And you and Jody were there guiding me through it. And to you, I humbly bow in respect.
Thank you. So yeah, it's been a fun journey so far, and we've still got a bit to go because it comes out on the 10th of October. Yeah, and I'm really excited to have this, to share this with you. It's been a blast knowing you for the last couple of months. So I just want to, let you talk a little bit more if you like. What, do you have anything else that you'd like to share? You can talk about your coaching business that's coming up, if you like.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, kids out there, I actually have 2 books coming out in the next, I would say, near 2 weeks. So if you are truly listening out there and you are supportive of Melissa DeVoe over here and myself, we do have a book called Letters of Love 2 coming out, as she said, on October 10th. In the next week or two, I, on the American front, have this thing called Letters of Magic coming out on August 3rd. On 5 days later, I have this thing called Ascension II. So basically, it's the continuation of what I call Black Lions Roar, which is my story from when I was little all the way through now. So in number 2, it is more so my tribute to a dear friend and editor by the name of Jennifer Kirsch. So you can look for that in Letters of Magic too. Ascension 2, you can find my story of the flow state. So that's called if I actually have to quote myself, My Flowtastic Adventure Part 1 by Jan Brent and Sandra Stockowitz. The other book is by my mentor, my friend, and my greatest influence, Blair Hay. So please look out for all of those. And that's right before Melly and I actually get along in October for my fourth Black Lions Roar, which is the letter to the podcasting community. And hello out there to my business partner, Mayuko Fukino, Jamie Valletta, who else do I actually shout out at? The Tila, the Pro Wrestling Shoot, the D-Void Podcast, who else? The Brainbuster Boys. Hello, Graham, my dear friend MGB Graham, or Grahamkins. Hello, Matt Love, or Matt Willis, if you are watching this. Who else? The rest of the Visionaries Global Media, Conrad Cushman, SOS Wrestle Talk. I did not say these people's names out of respect because I learned from Blair about privacy, but I'll say it anyway. Hello, Coco Sports and Wrestling Ranting, if you are ever watching this. Now, as far as my coaching is concerned, so that story really began in December. I have been working with Amazon for about a few months, and I could hear Blair Hayes actually saying to me, "Oh, I want you a part of this thing with my coach Crystal." And she said, "It's about 3 days. It's about making $20,000. Please be a part of it." I said, "Okay, Blair, I'll join." So I actually sat through all 3 days. I actually sat through the first one live. The other two, unfortunately, I had to watch by a replay. So at the end of it, Crystal Ann Davis held this created 20K day thing. And I actually finished it, and I felt sad because I could not actually join her in this thing called Hidden, unbeknownst to me. So I'm going to Blair Hayes and I'm saying to her, I want to join her. I want to be like you. I want to be like you. And she said, email her or contact her somehow. And I actually did email her. I pinged her on Facebook and I told Blair in advance, okay, Crystal won't be able to get to me if she's actually going to do it via Messenger. Have her email me. I will actually notice this while I'm working in the slave territory. So lo and behold, I actually did get that email and I cried happily because finally I was becoming like my greatest influence. So I actually go through the Hidden program and I'm finding my passions, which includes our book. So I'm actually going through the winds of change and I'm noticing different things, and my podcast happens to be one. So I went from what was known as roaming around Black Lions domain to universal grounding, because I'm noticing that a whole bunch of people at work are roaming around and I'm just standing and I'm just being there. So I said, uh-oh, I can't do Black Lions domain as roaming around anymore. I can't. I gotta actually make this something different. And I could hear my old friend Linda Carducci saying, You got to be more grounded, Zach. You got to be more grounded, because anybody that knows me out there, I kind of have this somewhat rage, tempered rage that can be controlled, but I be unleashed for a black lion's roar. So I'm actually noticing this, and I'm saying, okay, Linda's right. Linda's right. I gotta get grounded. I gotta get grounded. So I'm meditating on it, and I'm saying to myself, okay, universe, let's go with it. Let's go. Oh, universe. Okay, universal grounding in Black Lion's domain. That's what we're gonna call my interview segment from now on. So after that, along comes my coaching day, and I'm feeling the urge to do it better. And I'm taking bits from what I'm learning. So Black Lion's Roar, or now Fear to Love's Roar, it was originally about weight loss, because people have been asking me for a long time, oh dude, how did you lose so much weight? You were much bigger. So I said, read the book. After they actually chimed in and wanted to have me as a writer. So I said, read my book. But then I actually heard my own self say, people got to experience this. People got to really experience this. So I'm writing out what I did and everything else. And people like Miyoko Fukino, my partner, they're saying, you should do this as coaching. You really should, because you're articulate, you know what you're talking about, you've gone through the process. Who better than you? And I said, yes, Hans, yes, Hans, yes. That's the absolute truth. Who better than me? Nobody better than me. I've been through this. I may not be Dr. Jason Fung. I may not be a whole bunch of other doctors or whatnot, but I know my stuff. I know my junk. Right, the Love's Roar, the Fear to Love's Roar now, as Mayoko and I call it. It is basically an adventure that actually sees people increase their energies naturally, increase their muscle tone, and reach a physical form of their desire. And I originally wanted to do this thing for 96 days, because that's how long it took me to actually notice that I got rid of so much weight. But I think I got rid of it in lesser time.
Can you sorry, I'm just interested, because you mentioned that you've lost weight, but how much are you able to tell us, like how much weight you've actually lost in a certain amount of time?
Oh, I am proud to say this. I must have lost like over 50 to 60. I gotta believe. I was 235 at my greatest, and I wound up slimming down to like about 165. And when I heard about this, I said, oh, wow. Okay, I'm loving this. So now it was about not only maintaining, but mainly trying to even perfect it better. Excuse me. All right, so now with the whole entire coaching bit, I want to see where people like a Jilly Love can go. But I understood that not everybody's gonna be able to get it to 96 days or less. What if you, Melissa, hypothetically were a plus size person and you felt like you couldn't actually go and do it? Well, I got a solution for you punks out there. Now it went from 96 days to infinite. We are gonna actually work with you until you get to your form. I don't care how long it takes. And right now, as I stated, it's in beta. For all of you out there, it is free. Free. Not $1, not a cent is charged to you. I am working on making it alpha. And when it's alpha, sorry, you hunt. You're gonna have to start paying. And alpha in my range, $2,000. If you want to try it beta, you're gonna have to pay $500. So from now until August 18th, please, you beautiful Hunskins and loves out there, if you want to experience what I've gone through and what my partner Miyoko wants to come about as well, don't be afraid to actually contact me. Or even better, go to Melissa over here. They'll actually get you to me. Definitely. And I welcome all of you with arms wide open. You.
Well, in saying that, where can we find you? Are you on just Facebook, or do you have a website?
Okay, loves. I actually have a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter respectively under capital B, capital L, capital K, Lion 130, or you can find me as Zachary Shiloh. I do not have my last name on there unless I actually truly post it. I go by my middle name. I can explain. All right, so I discovered that there was a whole bunch of Zachary Watts out there, and I said, "Oh no, oh no, I can't use my name. I can't use my last name. There's a whole bunch of other Zachary Watts out there." But then I found out there is one Zachary Shiloh, and that's me. And I said, "Ooh, okay." But in recent times, I found out that I'm not unique in that sense either.
Oh no.
Yeah. So there's another Zachary Shiloh, but I still roll with that name because a good lot of people knew me by that name.
Yeah.
And I love that name completely. So Zachary Shiloh, I am proud to be. And Zachary Shiloh Watts, I'm even more proud. So you can contact me and I will gladly talk to you regardless of writing, regardless of Fear to Love's Roar, non-donkey, elephant, or royal talk. I don't care. I will not gladly just take you all on. And speaking of which, Melly Love, before getting ready to wrap this up, I'll take the floor for something I shared with you. All right, so I'm about dreams, kids. No matter how big, no matter how small, dreams are stuff that is powerful. And my life has been off that. And it's been Melissa's dream. And as I look at her beautiful face, to actually have one Michelle Obama bless our book with a book. I've made this known time. I'm not hiding. But because of the love that Melissa gave to me, because of how she's helped the likes of David Vine come out of his own shit, I said, I want to make her dream come true. So in the last 24 hours, I have written a note exactly to Michelle Obama, asking her to please write the forward for letters of love to her. If anybody out there can help us in this time of need, Michelle Obama would be that person. And I will lay out what I laid out in that letter. So basically, I introduce myself. I make it known that I'm writing this letter on behalf of Melissa and our family in this book, because they see this woman as the main source to help us not only get the book out there, but help us reach our dream, the ultimate goal of being bestsellers. I lay it out that not only that, but it's a dream of my mother, my own mother, that she saw an actual Black American president, and Barack Obama was that man. I remember my mother and father losing their jump respect. And speaking for myself, it did touch me. I may not be a fan of donkeys, elephants, and royals, but I myself, since I was little, wanted a Black president. So for me, it was a cool piece of history. And Michelle Obama, if you truly are listening to the Sound of Northwest, it would be an honor, not just for me, but you coming on to this book would make my own mother, my own father, who stuck by you and your husband through the 8 years you were in DC. It would be a dream for them to see their own son, me, of African American descent, like you and Barack, stand side by side together. Not only that, but you coming onto our book would signify that dreams are real, especially for international relations, as the world is still going through this epidemic we call the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, please, if you are listening to this, I don't know if you're listening to this, and if you truly have read my letter, or you will, I'm not asking on my own behalf. I'm asking for the world's sake. Please write the foreword to our book. This is not about becoming best-selling authors. This is about world unity, and we need that right now.
Yeah. And one of the letters in the book is actually written to Michelle Obama. So it would be, it would be very special for the author of that letter as well. So one of the reasons why we would like Michelle Obama in the book, because she's like a very inspirational woman to many women, girls in the world as well. So yeah, that's you know, our letter of love book is all about inspiration, gratitude, and hope. So we are going to keep praying for this dream.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going on with it. So one more time, we are asking Michelle Obama. We are not threatening. We are asking, please, ma'am, write the foreword to this book. Not only for our sake. We love being best-selling authors, yes, but the point of the matter is your presence will help bring about a stronger sense of world unity. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your words. Yeah, you're a big inspiration. So thank you. And as Zach was saying, you know, Letters of Love is a dream. It actually came from a dream. And David Vine helped me get to that dream as well, to be honest. Yeah, if you are watching, October 10th is when Letters of Love does come out, and we will keep doing these interviews, and you'll be able to meet more of the authors, you know, in between the time, and yeah, I hope you all have a great night. Again, thank you so much, Zach, for being here.
Thanks for having me. And one goal, one aim, one road, one focus, and And as we love all you beautiful Huns, Kins, and loves out there, I humbly and gratefully bow to you all in respect. Please have a great day, night, or whatever you are in. I love you all.
Thank you, Zach.